Come on in, grab you a seat. What's up, Trevor?
How's it going?
Ah,
Going on,
what'd you
Travis?
get yourself into, man? Get you a deal?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. Got to analyze a few things.
Man, I wish you knew how much. I got a buddy. We played basketball together at school. We still kind of hang out, and you guys look identical. Um,
Yeah,
you guys have, and he's a good looking dude too. So like, don't think, not saying he's an ugly guy. So, but
for sure.
he was a phenomenal 3-point shooter in high school. So I don't know
Nice.
if you were any good at shooting threes or not, but he was.
Not so much basketball. I think I remember you talking about that he played quarterback as well, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I've told you that once before.
You just mentioned it once before, yeah.
Wow, I
Yeah.
had no idea, man. Yeah. Yep. He
Yeah.
got the pretty
No,
girl in
that's
high
good. That's
school and
cool though.
everything. So,
Nice.
uh,
I think it's
well,
funny how like you look at just people from all around the state, the nation, the world, and you just find like similar looking people. Like anywhere you go, you're like, oh, that looks like Travis, that looks like Brian, whatever it is.
I don't know how we all don't, somebody doesn't like look this, like, how are we different? You know,
Right.
there's like 6 billion people and like none of us look the same. Like,
Yeah.
how did he do that one?
Right.
That's a lot of
Right.
faces. So, guys, can I told you guys this last week, and I have something to teach today, but can I start with one win? Can one person, anybody, honestly, if you all got a bunch, that's fine too. But does anybody have a personal, a business, any win that they would like to share? Just, and if you do, just come off mute. It's fine if all 10 of you start talking at the same time.
How do you? I was able to get my purchase and sale agreement signed and earnest money.
What? What were you hesitating
Yeah.
about that win for, dude? Let's go. Let's go. Well, tell me some freaking numbers, man. Give me the down payment, the cash flow. Like, what's this thing look like?
Um, okay. Down payment 25.
Okay.
Let's see. Cash flow is going to be about 850.
Goodness sakes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I'm stoked.
I, yeah. Yeah. Dude. Wow. Hey, and so you're going to leave about 25 in it then? Is that right?
Um, Maybe a little bit more,
Maybe a
but
little more?
I'm excited about it. I can move on to new deals. Plus, you taught us that cash flow can unlock capital, so I don't even mind.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, man. Like I mean, we'll think about this. Think if like whenever you start marketing for money, right? Now when we market for money, guys, it's like it's totally free money. Hey, Edward. Um, so Trevor got a big O deal signed this weekend. He got $25,000 down payment, 850 in cash flow on it, and he got the earnest money signed and deposit collected and purchase and sale agreement signed. So it's freaking awesome. So 25,000 in it. So 850 times 12. It's about, dude, that's like a 45% return on your money. That'll check, man. That'll check. So
Absolutely.
congrats, man. Way to just do it, man. I feel like this is similar to what I'm watching Carrie do right now too, how she's getting ready to close on one and it's got a bunch of potential within it as well. So that's awesome. Congrats, dude. That's so freaking cool, man. One deal, man. That's what's so crazy, guys. I mean, two of those deals, and I don't know how much your
Mhm.
guys' mortgage payment is, but mine's around like 2 grand. And so, like, two of those deals makes your mortgage payment, man. So,
Absolutely. And the next deal, it covers, holding costs and keeps everything, secure.
yep, it compounds quickly, man. It feels like it doesn't compound quickly, but in 3 years, when you've done 10 of them, that's pretty quick. So. Well done, man. Well done. Carrie, can I check in on your deal real quick? Then I'm going to show you guys something in Cashflow Hunter. I know Coleman, you got a deal as well. So if we don't, we can just actually let's cover your guys' deals first. Make sure you're good. I'll teach if we have time. So
Yep. I actually got it closed last week and I'm working with my contractor now,
Okay.
working out the contract with the contractor to get him started.
Okay.
He said he'll probably can turn the rehab in 2 weeks. So I'm starting to put together the marketing to get it listed as coming soon for owner finance.
Okay. Have you watched, did you go through my like you own the home now sell it training?
Not yet. I'm trying to get caught up on training, but it's coming.
Okay. Well, don't try to go list it until you watch that stuff. Okay, because
Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to list it yet.
okay.
I want it. The only pictures that we had, because that was part of the drama with mine, is the pictures from when the house was built
Uh-huh.
and when it was originally listed.
Yeah.
And that is nothing like it is right now. And it's nothing like it will be once we get rehab done.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Okay.
really wanting to get pictures. So nothing would be done until we've got realistic pictures of the house.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, no, I'm going to be trying to get through that. My daughter started school today, so I'm going to be able to get back on a schedule. I've been way off schedule on everything.
Hey, we've been using Obio for pictures, and they do
Okay.
phenomenal. So just for everybody, guys, we use Obio. I think they're nationwide. So I'm noticing they're doing like even in some other states that I believe they're still doing our deals in, in other states.
Cool. Note that.
Travis, how do you spell that?
I think it's Obeo.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And I think it's 125 bucks for them, and they're our listing photos. So every time you see us list a home, those are our listing photos. Hey, if I didn't share this with you guys last week, we sold one to a doctor, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't think that a doctor would need an owner financing home, but we sold one to a doctor. So always be always be ready, no matter who you talk to, guys, because I didn't see that one coming. So. Okay, awesome, Carrie. Well, don't try to list the home until you know how we list it and then follow that procedure. Okay. It's a very
Yes,
simple
sir.
process. So, all right, I'm gonna do Coleman and then Mr. Mike.
Cool. Thank you. So yeah, just an update on last week. Ended up looking at that house and made an offer on it. Um, and the agent ended up coming back and saying, "Hey, there was another offer that came in 10 grand above yours on the MLS, but I wanted to honor yours first." So we negotiated, ended up settling on 140,000. Looking at the ARV, it was anywhere between 260 and 280, so it kind of fell within the numbers there. Expected that there would be somewhere around 40 to 45,000 in repairs. So it fell within the numbers, looked like a good deal, went forward with it, got it under contract, and got a clause in there to allow for the earnest money to be refunded if we walked through and found some major issues with it. Um, so I was unable to get there and look at it, but my realtor friend, who I've been working with quite a bit lately, she and her husband went to go look at it and walk through. It was a gentleman that passed away, gave it to his children, a lot of neglect on the house, and it was kind of really filled with a lot of stuff and maybe just a little beat up. But they walked through and kind of found a little bit more than what we expected on it. The roof wasn't done correctly. There was a leak in the roof. There was a crawl space that hid the electrical panel and the water heater. It's a 1900 built house. So it was just kind of a weird location for it, but a little crawl space. They were able to get down and look at it. Just found some interesting piping issues with it. Some plaster in the ceilings that was looking like it was coming down. So I'm kind of at a spot now where I have not yet given the earnest money because that happened. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be backing out of this deal or not. So I just don't know where it's at, if it's going to be a huge thing that's way above the repair costs, or if I should still stick with it and send the earnest money and continue on with calling contractors and trying to see where we're at.
Okay, cool. So for one, let me just take a step back because I think we can get you where you need to be at with it. Because I would
Okay.
imagine as soon as that came in, it kind of deflated you a little bit. Like, dadgummit, one step
Yeah.
forward and felt like two back, right?
Right.
So how did you, it's just so I can have everybody hear this because I want everybody to hear how simple this was. Like, how did you get the deal? because it was listed on the MLS, right?
Yeah, yep. So it initially was through InvestorLift, and since I've been with the program here, I've been on InvestorLift since you introduced it to us, and just kind of scanning around on deals as they come up and looking to see if the equation works out. And since then, I've started to get more wholesalers that have reached out to me and sent me text messages. And so this one came up in a text and then came up on the InvestorLift. Saw it on there for, it said win it now for 135,000. But then when I ran it through the Cashflow AI Hunter tool, it said it was for 154. And so I was wondering what the discrepancy there was. And then, well, that's because they listed it on the MLS as well. And so they listed it for that on the MLS for 154. But I offered the 135, win it now. He said there was a 10 grand offer above mine. We came to negotiate and settled on 140. And that's what we came to.
Okay. Okay. Very cool, man.
Yeah.
What a good way of just showing how sticking with it. So, okay. So whenever repairs pop up like this, so like it always feels like it's a little bit devastating because it's like, dadgummit, like I got this far. We literally will just go back to them and let them know here was our repairs before we bought the home.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the new repairs now that we have seen the home. And so we're going to have a, just as anybody else would that's going to walk this home, we're going to have a reduction for X, Y, and Z, whatever additional you found. And so
Okay.
I'm looking for 15,000, take it a little bit higher than what you normally would, because then let them counter you and say, well, if you say 15,000, they come back at 10, be okay with 10 at that point.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So take it just a little bit higher because of the extra work that is needed that you were not aware of. So we always plan to renegotiate 100% of our deals, guys. Like I know you've heard me say it a lot,
Okay.
but 100% of your deals you want to plan to renegotiate because you can't know everything by a photo. Not everybody tells you the truth, unfortunately, with it. And some sellers they don't even mean to not tell you the truth. They just didn't even know anything was wrong with the ceiling or the roof. They
Right.
just never paid attention. And so you go back to your agent, just let her know, here's what we thought was wrong. Here's what is wrong, and here's what it will cost to fix it. Can you get us down X?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
that's it. I mean, you probably knew that before I said it, but I wanted to reaffirm it for you.
Sure. Yeah. And I appreciate it. It does make sense. I still just feel, I don't know, the uneasiness, just maybe just having being the first deal was, am I putting myself at too much risk of being like, we can counter for what the expected repairs are now, but now it turns out like, oh gosh, I definitely didn't counter enough. And we end up negative on this thing.
Yeah, well, whatever you go back to, make sure that it's enough to where you feel good about the deal.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you can feel uncomfortable about it because it's your first one. That's fine, man. Like you ain't gonna get around those, okay?
Right.
But I want you to feel good about the numbers on like, yeah, man, like this is good. Like we're good here. Like, do you really know deep down? No, not perfectly, but nobody does. But like, do you feel good about the numbers? Because if you feel good about them, that means there's significant profit margin in there for you. And
Mhm.
most likely, that's what's going to happen. Most likely. The two
Okay.
alternatives are you make it a lot or you break even. That's the other two alternatives
Okay.
within it. Typically, you're going to land somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. So don't overthink it. Drop it.
Cool.
If it's just a roof or it's just this, make it a round number of 15,000. So, or 20 or 25, whatever it is.
Okay. Cool. And would you suggest that since he's waiting on me to make the earnest money payment, and even though there's a clause in there for the refund, should I start negotiating with him now on it or get some better numbers on it and then bring that up?
I think either or, wherever you think you feel like you're in a good place. When did you go under contract on it?
Uh, 2 days ago,
It wouldn't hurt. How much is the earnest money?
$3,000.
If you have it, it goes a long way to submit it because it kind of shows that you're
Okay.
a serious buyer. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
if you hold it out, it just seems like somebody who locked it up under contract and is trying to renegotiate it so that they can wholesale it. Like I know it's your agent, so you're in a good spot with that, but like if I saw that without knowing you, right, I'd be like, man, like you didn't even send your earnest money like you said you would.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. And you're going to get it. Sounds like you can get it back no matter what. So you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Well, I
man.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. By no means is this deal like dead at all. So just keep doing what you're doing on it.
Cool. All right. Will do. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Mm. All right, Mike. See, I got one here to look at with you.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, man.
Hey, I got a quick question. I came across another deal on Investor Lift myself, and it looks to be a possible candidate for, I don't know if you call it a hotel. I would just turn around, maybe put some lipstick on it and turn around and sell it. Is there a margin there that I need to expect, or a certain amount that I would make on it to stay away from, or a minimum, or
No, no, not necessarily. When you plug this into our Excel file, what does it come out to?
I haven't. I've just come across it this morning,
Oh,
uh, and talked with the wholesaler about it. And so I did put the link in the chat to it, but
okay. I got it pulled up here. Let me get the tool up and let's just run the scenario. Because there's not a minimum amount you need to make. Like I like to make at least 30 on a deal
no,
to
okay,
take all that risk. So
yeah,
cool. Here you go. Let me know when you can see it.
I jumped there. Here it comes.
Okay. What's your ARV?
Still, 350. No, about 320 is what my agent told me it should be. So they're a little high on their ARV.
Okay. Purchase price?
They're asking 260. Of course, I'm supposed to go walk it and adjust that or tell them what I can give for
Yeah. We'll find out
it.
here. What's the repair number you're
It
seeing right
looked
now?
it looks to be no more than about 10, if that. The house is pretty cluttered, but it looks to be well updated, and the outside landscaping may need a little work, but other than that, looks pretty good.
Okay.
Now
Yep. So
they are giving a ARV of 340, and so that's their number. The one that I confirmed was 320.
yeah. Yeah. Well, 340 would make sense because look at what it looks like when they do 340.
Right. That's
You
right.
get you right about 30 grand, right about 80%, where a lot of people will buy homes.
Hmm.
So 320. So I mean okay. You're really wanting it somewhere around 240. I mean, whoops.
Okay.
There we go. Yep. You really want it somewhere around 340. So don't worry about what number they gave you, okay, or what they want for it.
Right.
So,
Right.
and if your rehab is even lower, I mean, sounds like it's a really nice looking home. I got to log in to look at it, but
It is. It's on a golf course, and it's a pretty good looking home that doesn't seem to have any kind of foundation issues. That's a real problem here in the Jackson area,
mhm.
real big problem. And so this one doesn't seem to have any.
No kidding. Okay. Looks good, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to confirm to make sure, I don't want to walk away with 10,000, but if I did, I wouldn't cry about it. But
Well,
I
yeah.
what I wasn't sure if there's a number that you have, and I hear you say 30, but
Yeah.
yeah,
This is a nice house.
it is. It's
Wow.
really nice.
Wow. Well, and also, Mike, there's a lot of things you can do, man. I mean, this Excel file, look at this. I mean, it's got agents, you're selling it. Like
Hmm.
it's got super high earnest, hard money costs, like it's got room for you to, like, what if you cut, like you cut those two things out of there, like what happens? I mean, you can really shoot your margin up at that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot. Now, I don't let you guys like calculate it without that because you might have to have an agent selling it. But
Right.
and this is also 7 months. Like you could drop that hold to, 4 months and it'll shoot you up 10 grand every
Oh,
month.
wow.
Let's see
Wow,
what
it
every
did. Yeah.
month. Okay, so we're at 29. We're basically at 29.8. Let's see what 6 months does. Every month brings you up almost $4,000.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
So I mean, I probably should change this back to six, guys. It's not always eight for people. So yeah,
Yeah.
you got a good looking
Nope,
one, man. You could probably crush that on an owner financing, but you'd probably leave money in the deal if you did that. You'd probably end up leaving 10 or 20 in it.
Yeah, and I really I need as many chunks of cash right now as I can get, as fast as I can get. And so
Yeah, I would only, ooh, then that kitchen's beautiful.
it is, isn't it? It's a great looking house.
That's a really pretty color. Woo. Yep. Yep. Get her as low as you can, man. So
All right.
cool.
Hopefully I'll see it today.
Cool. Great question,
All
Tom.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Miss Peggy.
Sorry, I almost forgot to take myself off mute.
See you, Coleman.
Okay. I have a couple questions on a couple deals. The
Yeah.
first one, Emmerich gonna put the link in the chat if you want to look at the house. An investor bought it for 400,000, and then his wife told him that he can't fix it up, like he's doing too much, and so he's trying to sell it.
Okay.
So he doesn't know anything on it. The agent who brought it to me said that he's open to owner financing it, so I could do some now, some later.
Okay.
The value that me and the agent kind of thought the ARV would be about 550. So
Oh,
he doesn't want to go below 4,000. He has it listed for 470, but the agent told me he doesn't want to go below 4,000 because that's what he paid for it. So that's 73% of ARV.
400,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's 73%. And I know that like the amount, I haven't talked to him. The agent hasn't really figured out like what he wants in walk away, but we had talked about, we gave him X amount up front, X amount over the next however many years. So I
Yeah.
know that you teach the amount at close should be less than half of the purchase price. So a couple questions with that. I'm trying to figure out how to like term it so I could present it. And then because it's some now, some later, and I'm not necessarily like, am I raising capital to give him a walk away? I'm not doing that through Kiavi, right?
Correct.
Okay, so then I would be raising, if he wants 200,000 up front at close, then I would be raising 200,000 in capital. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Um,
That wouldn't really work if you,
right.
but yes.
Right.
Hey, so he
Okay.
only wants 400 and it's worth 520?
550. The agent says we could probably get 550. And so he bought it for 4,000. It's the land. It's in Franklin, and that's where a lot of like the country stars live. So it's the
Oh,
land.
let me ask you some questions. So you got a $400,000 purchase price. What's the repairs?
Well, that's a good question. It's dated. It's not bad, but it's dated. But I wasn't sure if we're doing it on some now, some later, would we have to fix it up? Would it be more of like a sub 2 type situation where you don't really have to fix it up because it's livable?
Just play along with me here for a second. To get it to the
Okay.
ARV, what's your repair number?
Maybe, what do you think, Emmer? Maybe 30, 40? It would just need a facelift. So maybe 30 to 40.
So you're all in at 430, and the ARV is how much?
550.
I mean, that works itself, doesn't it? 430 divided by 550. I mean, that's 78%. That profit margin is probably massive. on that big of a deal. So your ARV is 550, and your purchase price is 400. Rehab is 30,000. Yeah, I mean that's a really good looking deal.
Would we, instead of doing some now, some later, would we just buy it then through Kiave and
I'll tell you what I would do. So when I have a deal that like I think I have like a deal on it, I
uh-huh.
just put it under contract. Okay. And then when you go walk it and you start, maybe you find something else, maybe you hear about something from the seller, you can go then present some now, some later,
Uh-huh.
or Kiavi fix and flip. Like you can present that after you're under contract. Because you could go back and say, hey, we were at 30,000 in rehab. This house looks like it's gonna need 60,000. And so I
Uh-huh.
can still, rather, I assume you don't want to go to 370. Is that right, seller? He's gonna
Uh-huh.
say, yeah, I don't want to go below 400. Okay. Well, I can still get you to 400,000. We just got to do it a different way.
Okay.
That's your introducing SNSL at that point. And
Right.
that allows you to then go down that track. At that point, once you're already under contract, it's, well, Steve, what do you need at closing, man? Like, what are you wanting to
Uh-huh.
do here? Like, you're just moving to a new house. Okay. So what do you need to move to a new house? Just like moving costs. So like $5,000, 10,000. What do you need in here? Well, I
Uh-huh.
gotta pay off a $10,000 credit card bill. Okay, so we need 10 grand. And then moving, so about 15,000. Is there more?
Uh-huh.
And you're just getting out of him what he needs. And then, okay, so I would assume you'd like this to treat you like an annuity and you'd like to get a monthly check. Like, I'm going to rent this property out. So it looks like the market rent is around 2,500. And so obviously I can't pay you all that, Steve. But what would you like? I have to be able to make money to buy this. How much would you like per month? And if he says, well, how about 24? And be like, no, 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 I got vacancy repairs, all that goofy. And you're just walking him down the path with it. So I would put that under contract, Peggy, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
400.
Okay. I will, I'll talk to the agent then again today. We were gonna try to go walk it maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Um, I was
Yeah.
gonna see if the contractor could come with, but if not, we'll try to go walk it. And like,
This looks like it's pretty good. I don't know if I'd wait. I'd probably try to get it under contract at
okay,
400. Yeah.
okay, okay. I'll talk to the agent about that today then, and just start at 400. Because like I said, he's listed it at 470 because I know he wants to try to get the max out of it, but he doesn't want to go below 400. I just don't think he has any offers. So I'll talk to the agent about that one.
Okay.
And then my next question is on another property that a wholesaler brought to me in the Chattanooga area. Um, he brought it to me like last month, and I gave him like an offer of 160. They're asking 170. They got
Okay.
it. They got a full price offer, and then it fell through.
Okay.
So initially, um, and the wholesaler asked for like a soft offer, which I don't really understand, but I was like, okay, I could, based on repairs, what I've seen, it maybe 160. And then he told me, okay, we got a full price offer. We're going with that. Okay, great. And then it fell through, and then he brought it back to me a couple days ago. And so I was like, okay, let me rerun the numbers. So I had my contractor here take a look at it. Just from the pictures, he's thinking, because I was originally thinking like 50 to 75,000 in repairs. He thinks it's going to be at least 85.
Okay.
So I told the wholesaler, I was like, well, my ARV that, and I had an agent look at the house as well. They think the ARV is 310. And so I did all my calculations off that with an 85 thousand rehab. So I gave him, because again, he wants a soft offer. So I was like, well, if all of this is correct and nothing goes over, I'd have to offer 135. So I need to have a contractor come look at it. I have a contractor lined up. And then today and he also doesn't agree with my ARV. He sent me his comps, which he was comping like it's a 3-2. And he was comping a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house. So of course it's going to sell for more.
Okay.
So he thinks that the ARV is higher. And I haven't really had that conversation with him. I did try to ask, like, hey, would you agree based on comps, kind of like what you say, the ARV is between 300 and 310. Would you agree? And he's like, well, I think it's more. Here are my comps. And I haven't really told him I disagree with them. But again, I know that they inflate numbers. So I was like,
Did you send him your comps?
I haven't yet.
Okay. Well, then he doesn't have anything to agree to, right? So,
Okay.
if he just
And,
has a number from you, like, would you agree it's 310? No. No, I don't.
okay, that makes sense.
But hey, Steve, based off these comps here, would you agree that my number of 310 is accurate, or do you think it's wrong?
Okay, then I can send him those.
Yeah.
I told him, hey, I have a contractor ready to come take a look today. How does he get access? Blah, blah, blah. And then he came back and he's like, well, if you're only going to offer 135, why is your contractor going to come look at it? Like, I can't give him access to the property with that low of an offer. And I was like, well, based on the pictures, this is my repair number, and I'm just going by a 310 ARV for now. This is what I can offer. So then he's like, well, I think our initial repair number is too low. So my team and I have to reevaluate what the repair number is before we have your contractor walk it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. But I don't want to be like, I don't want to come off as rude to him, but I also don't. I think he's a wholesaler. I think he's trying to be a little bit pushy. So I'm just trying to figure out what do I need to say to him? Because I'm trying to do what you've taught. Like, hey, this is my repairs. This is why. Like, would you agree? And he's kind of being, I don't know. I feel like he's being a little bit like shady about it. Maybe he's like hiding. Like, why can't we walk it before you review your repair numbers? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to go about it and not be rude about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's trying to do what you're trying to do, and so the way I would suggest going about it is kind of like take it almost back to more of the beginning of it and follow the actual process of it, because you guys are kind of off on a tangent now of of disagreeing or agreeing over a number and stuff, and so because it's not rude if it's factual.
Right.
So you just either prove it or maybe you have to agree because he is right. And so that's what we do. And so, regardless of what their numbers are or whatever they show us, remember, like, I don't really discuss their numbers that they have.
Uh-huh.
I just tell them mine.
Uh-huh.
And so, and that way we're never in like this back and forth battle of 210, 205. No, can't even go walk it if you're at 205. Like, we're never in that. It's just like, hey, I like the house. I would like to buy it. Can we buy it now, or do you have a bidding process? We can buy it now. Awesome. Okay. So, hey, I'm going to send you these comps real quick. You got a cell phone, or you want me to email them? Okay, great. So here they are. Here are my three comps. It looks like I have a couple of them on the street. It looks like when I pull your comps, they're about a half mile away. So I would imagine we have to use the comps on the street, right? Right. Awesome. Okay, so we're around 210 on the comps. Awesome. Okay. So I have roof, flooring, paint, outside. Do you think there's any other repairs that I'm missing? No, that's it. Okay, cool. So roof, probably about 10 grand. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, nine? Okay, so 9,000. Paint, yeah, paint's always around 6 grand. Flooring's around 6 grand. Exterior cleanup 2,500. Do you think those repair numbers are good? You think there's any more I need to add? No? Okay, cool. All right, so around 30,000, and I'm just walking it through
Uh-huh.
on that. And so that's how we buy them. Yeah, so you're not being rude, Peggy. You're trying to just get to the number that works for you. So
Yeah.
you're not being rude, but if you kind of get into like the whole like you're wrong thing,
Right.
without kind of like, because we kind of stay away from the you're wrong piece of it just by
Right.
like never even bringing up what they have the number listed for, just walking through what we have.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think you'll find your groove there for that.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm on the right track. You do it so much better. I have one more question with that. I know you said like when we're 60% sure we should go under contract. So
Mhm.
originally with my, 50 to 75 grand repairs, a 160 purchase price would have worked and they're asking 170.
Yeah.
So with this whole like soft offer thing, I was like, okay, well, this is the repairs that I can see, like this would be my offer, which obviously I didn't like. So to get it under contract, like how would you do this situation? To get it under contract and then go walk it and then like, well, here are the repairs that we found. We're gonna have to kind of renegotiate or whatever. What would you have still like, okay, these are my repairs, this is my 135 offer, and here's why? Or based on like,
Yeah. Yeah.
50
Yeah. No, 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 no. No, I think you're right. I think you're fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I think you're fine.
okay,
I'd rather you to not have, having to be second guessing yourself. Because I think what you're doing is just fine. I think you have
okay.
people that are like kind of knocking you off your groove a little bit here,
Yeah.
more so than it is anything. And so I think what you're wanting to do is just fine. I mean, soft offers are non-binding, right? So it doesn't
Right.
matter. He's just trying to get a number out of you so he knows whether to continue to talk to you or not. Same
Mm,
thing I would do. Like I'd be like, hey, Edward, where you at? You're at 140? Okay. All right. Peggy, where are you at? 134? Edward, you want to go see that house?
gotcha.
That's what I would be trying to do.
So do
With it.
you get soft offers then? Like I was trying not to give an offer. I'm just trying to like, here are the facts. This is what I see.
Hey,
And he's
when
like,
it's
well,
a
what do you
whole
want?
when it's a wholesaler, yeah, I mean you have to give an offer. Yeah.
Okay.
They already have the number right there, right? And so when it's a seller, sure, we would prefer not to give an offer, but you guys will even
Mhm.
encounter sellers that are like, give me an offer, give me an offer, give me an offer. And we give them, that's fine. We'll give you something to chew on. We just
Okay.
prefer not to. And so you're not marketing to sellers and you're walking them down a psychological path. This
Right.
wholesaler is already the hot girl at the dance. So
Mhm.
he's already there. She's already the beautiful one at the dance. She knows that everybody wants to dance with her. So
Yeah.
you've got to give them something to work with.
Okay. Okay. So I was right in my original number. Like, this is where I'm at right now, uh, based on like my contractor can go see it. That, and I did say like, if my contractor can go see it and the repairs are less than what I can see in the pictures, like I'm absolutely willing to negotiate my offer.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you don't have to say so many words. Like I have a good friend that I've bought probably 30 or 40 homes from, and he texted me when
Mhm.
I was on vacation and stuff, and he was like, "Hey, you always buy everything from me in Augusta, and Michael wanted it, and now Michael just said he didn't." And he's like, what's going on here, man? You're goofing all my stuff up. And I was like, the number's just too high, man. What do you mean? Like, what's going on here? Like, this isn't a weird game that we're playing. Your number's too high. Drop it, I'll buy it. He's like, I
Mhm.
can't drop it. I was like, then I can't buy it, dude. What do you mean? Why are we getting into like this weird thing here? And so just know it
Right.
happens. Like, and so my most of my conversations when I'm buying from a wholesaler, because I've been stepping back in and buying, because I wanted to
Mhm.
check the market again to make sure I wasn't teaching you guys something like irrelevant. And
Uh,
it's maybe I need to try to record one sometime, but it's so like, and I'll do it with somebody cold too. And it's just, hey, Steve, yeah, I see you got that house on 123 Main Street. Here are my, like, I'm so direct, like, with it. I don't like, hey, man, how are you? Yeah, how's this deal? Like, seller good? Like, hey, Steve, I see you got this house under contract. I'm going to text you my comps real quick. Here's where I'm at. And so it looks like you're here. I can't, do anything with that. My repairs are at 50,000. So I'll buy it at 70 to 80% ARV. So I can buy it at 110. Can we do a deal or not? No? Okay, no worries, man. Thanks. Bye. Like that's it. Like it's so short. Like it's a 10, 12 minute conversation. It's so direct and it doesn't lack emotion. Maybe it does. And it's not like I'm trying to make myself the hot chick at the party either. It's not what it is. It's just, hey, dude, I'd like to buy the house. Would you like to sell it? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, here's where I'm at. There's where you are. I can't do that. You obviously see why I can't. And everybody else is going to be the same as me. So why don't we do a deal?
Gotcha. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
From the sounds of it, you might be dancing around a bush a little bit. with them
Right.
and maybe just get a little bit more direct. Because if you've
Okay.
made, I don't know how many offers you've made now to wholesalers, but if you're getting around 50 of them, like we should definitely have a deal here.
Okay. I don't think I'm at 50 yet, but we're working on it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, literally, you just like if a wholesaler sent me a deal, I would literally open it, click a couple buttons, cool, call them. Hey man, here's where I'm at. Like I'll take it if we can. And we'll do it sight unseen. So like it's so fast. You're gonna want to see them, but do you kind of like start to understand about how I just get
Yeah.
to the numbers, get off the phone. They want it the same way.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just want you to buy the house. That's it.
Yeah. I think my downfall is I try to explain everything and I need to be more direct like that. And here's the facts, here it is, take it or leave it.
Yeah, try to be as short as you can. Like,
Okay.
talk like you're a CEO. Like
Okay.
very short, very few words and very direct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how the other deal goes too. I'll talk to the agent after the call.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey guys, I'm going to show you one thing before we bounce here. If anybody else has anything, just please raise your hand. But I just want to show you guys something because I told you guys I want to keep committing to showing you guys something as long as you guys don't have a ton of things that we have to do. But I want to show you guys a super simple way to how to make offers on this. And so, I use the Cashflow Hunter AI tool a lot for our stuff. And so I'm going to just pull a list and I'm going to show you exactly what I would do in case anybody is wondering. So Augusta, Georgia. And I also created you guys a template that I'm going to drop in here for this too. And then Deb will come to you right after. So, guys, this is Augusta, Georgia, right here. So this is my entire market. So I've got 66,000 homes. And guys, you can do a, let me get my teaching rotation sheet over here in case I missed something. Let me get this piece out here. I want to make sure I hit all this. Stop it, screen. There we go. Okay. My favorite thing to do is just go into the filter section and I have the most loaded package you could have. Like it's the $149 version. But you don't have to have something this ridiculous. You go in here and my favorite thing that I do is I'll go straight into this thing and I'll scroll all the way down to the bedroom. And actually, I don't even need to do that. I'll just do square footage and I'll do 1,200 square foot and it will significantly change my list. See, it dropped it to 58,000 because I love 3 bedroom homes, and typically most houses that are over 1,100 square foot are 3 bedrooms, and so very common thing for us for that to happen. And then I scroll back to the top, and the same list that I always hit, guys, is absentee owner and high equity. Now, this still has a list of around 3,000 people, and for a lot of you, that's going to be out of the budget. Like you shouldn't be hitting 3,000 people. But what I would do, what I know every one of you can do, is to go over here and click delinquent tax activity. Because if you do that, then look at how small your list dropped. It'll drop to 77. And you can simply go back, you can call them. But what I do, guys, I will just direct mail them. That will cost me about $30 to mail them, and I will mail them 5 times. That's it. So I'm going to stop there because this is literally how I have bought homes since I started in this years ago. The only two that we ever used to hit though was absentee owner high equity. But for a lot of you, spending $1,500 on mail is a little out of range for that. And so if I were you, I would add in either vacancy or potentially inherited or delinquent tax activity. Okay. Those are my main things, guys. This just flat works. So every time I see somebody stop, now this is if your budget is very small. Every time I see some people stopping joining this call because they're doing deals, they're sending mail. Or they're doing PPC. I mean, PPC is pretty obvious. That just flat works, but like it's expensive for a lot of people. But when you send that list, it works. Okay. I've got Chad, I've got Derek, I've got Dustin, I've got all these guys that have fallen off of this call in the last like 2 months because they're just sending mail and now they're busy doing deals. So one of them only sent 100 pieces of mail. So I don't want you super overthinking like sending the mail. I want you just to start sending the mail. That's it. And so I've tried to make it, and I have some more free things I'm going to start to show you guys and really like hone in on it. But I know that sometimes I make things sound too simple for people, and it's not helpful. But I wanted to show you that to see how simple it was, and let you guys ask me questions in case I made it sound too simple. So, Deb, I know you have a deal. Amanda, was there a question about that or something else?
It's about what you just taught on.
Go ahead.
So I was just wondering, if you didn't have, so for high equity, that would be something you would be what, a cash buyer typically, right?
Yep.
So, what could I put in there if I wanted to just like try to focus on like sub two?
Well, it'll work. Same thing will work. But the other thing that you can do is go down here to mortgage interest rate, and you can put the maximum at 4%.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I don't think my option has this yet. I probably have to upgrade, but this is
Probably.
maybe this will get me
Yeah.
to be able to do some movement without um, where
Well,
I'm
what it can also do too, Amanda, um, you could simply target pre-foreclosures and not worry about the interest rate to avoid upgrading. Like, because some of us, like, guys, I know, like, I don't love that I have to pay $150 a month. I don't like that. And so I know that's a lot, but I don't think actually, yeah, I would. Yeah, I definitely would because it was well worth it. But Amanda, if your 99 version does it, just get rid of this and just go up to only hit pre-foreclosures.
okay.
Okay. That'll work
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, because it's kind of driving me crazy not to do anything right now. I'm just like, okay, can I do something?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Uh,
just hit pre-foreclosures. That'll be fine. I used to hit, watch this, guys. Here was my best list in 2019. Low equity and pre-foreclosure. That was all I did right there. And that's the polar opposite of what like the nature of investing has for you.
okay, sweet. Awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh, one more thing. Do I have to have a website?
Mm-mm. Is it best to have a website? Yeah.
I mean, I have a domain, I just haven't built it out yet.
Hey,
So I
Jenna
wasn't.
told me today. So Jenna used to work for the company that is behind all of this, that you can
Mhm.
literally create a website on here. They'll do it for you for $500 or 400 and
Oh,
some bucks.
sweet.
Um,
Okay.
I have no idea how to find that though.
Well, yeah, I'll
It's
figure
there
it out.
under upgrade at the very top. If you click on upgrade, no,
Where
where
is
you the lock. So
Okay.
upgrade. I thought it was right under there where it would say, I wonder if it's not in the options that you've
Amanda, do you mind just asking them where they
Yeah,
do?
I will. Mhm.
Okay. Thanks
Thanks.
for saying that. Yeah. Okay.
Can I add something really quick to that?
Uh-huh.
In the training, when you were with, is it a man? I don't know who was it was like that hour long that you were on like a Zoom call with, one of the people from like the Cash Flow Hunter.
Yeah.
He had mentioned when you're clicking all of those filters to also, and I know you had it clicked on your screen, you also have to make sure the match all selected is highlighted, because otherwise it'll bring up absentee owner and high equity and delinquent tax, but it might not match all three in one. So if you do the match all selected, it will only bring up an absentee owner with high equity and delinquent tax. And that's how you get that list down to 77.
Yes, ma'am.
If
Yep.
that makes sense. Sorry.
Okay.
I wouldn't have caught that had I not listened to that training. So in case
Yeah,
anybody else
I
wants that.
literally moved that training to the top of like when people join equity buyers now, they like watch that like third video or something. Okay.
Good one.
I know you guys have questions on that, but let me hit Deb too, because I've made her wait. Deb, go ahead. I think you guys got a new deal you're looking at.
Yeah, we posted it on the Facebook group. On another note, I just went through that cash flow hunters with the absentee owners, the high equity and delinquent tax activity for my area. I'm
Uh-huh.
still at 630.
Woo! That's a lot.
Well,
You
just
should hit
those
that.
delinquent
You should think about hitting that list. So
just the delinquent tax without the other two, it was like 25,000 people. It's like, wow. Yeah. Anyway,
crazy.
yeah, that's the city I live in. Anyway, so we posted the numbers and stuff on the Facebook group. It's somebody that's got overlapped some work time with. They've got a vacant property, not near us, but still in Texas. And like he's never really lived, he lived there for like 6 months and then Army moved him somewhere else. So we're kind of wondering if the numbers look accurate, and if it's like your suggestions and thoughts on
Yes.
the numbers,
What is
the
his
presentation.
What is it? I was looking at this before his call. What's his interest rate?
I have no idea. He hasn't told Scott that.
Do you have the address?
Oh, I did.
If you have that, I can get you. I'll either know the rate or I'll get us close.
I don't know exactly. Let me.
Okay. Hey, when you do, Deb, I'll just plug
Okay.
it into here and see. Do you know that the Cashflow Hunter AI will show you their interest rates?
Yeah, and we've looked it up on there before, but I'm still pretty trying to see if they saved that. Actually, what was it?
I'm going to
He was
show
just looking
you
at it.
on a random house just where it is. That way you can go back and reference it.
Okay, I do have the address. 1103
Hold on.
Lexington Drive.
Hold on. You're cutting out on me. Drop it in the chat for me, please.
Okay. All right, I dropped that in there.
Got it. I'm pulling it up. So here is the address right here. Very, very pretty home. So I'm gonna guess
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
interest
much
rate.
brand new.
I'm gonna guess the interest rate's high, but that's okay. It still works. So we just scroll down here to the bottom, Deb, and it's gonna end up typically they'll always have the mortgage value for you. So right here, it looks like he got a loan in 2025 through
Yeah.
First Continental, and it's 6.87. So let's go back and look at your deal because I think you probably used a higher interest rate in here, didn't you?
That's a Scott question.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, all right. So you guys, 250, you could take it over. Ongoing. Yeah, cash offer. I don't think he's going to be any interest with. Subject to, though. I think you were just fine here. The sale price might be just a little high, though, on that.
Okay.
Okay, so I would probably be thinking more of like 280 on the sale price, which I don't think it really affects your exit. It's just going to shrink your equity, assuming you get 25 grand down.
Is that on the subject too?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep, because it looks like the ARV is around 270. I would just like you to wait. You kind of got a comp in there that's pretty low.
Yeah, Scott was running the numbers last night after work, so I'm not sure where his comps came from.
That's okay. You got a 244, which seems a little low on that.
So it's probably outside of the area a little bit more.
Yeah, you
And
probably
so
just
it's probably an
want to
older home versus the newer, because this one was built in like 2024. He bought it in 25, lived there for 6 months, geo-batched it or bachelored it and left. So
Yeah, I mean, you're only charging 8% too. I think, yeah, as long as your walk away is very small, which it looks like it is, 10
yeah,
grand.
he doesn't. That was more of like, hey, like he doesn't necessarily need the 10 grand. It was just like, hey, give him something, I
Yep.
think.
Yep. I think if you can buy that house for $10,000, I'm trying to run a scenario real quick. If you can buy that house for $10,000, it definitely works. Because how in
Okay.
the world are you going to go wrong buying a $250,000 home that's worth 280
Right.
for
And in
10?
that area, it's going to rent. If a rental market for something like that, like just renter wise, is between 17 and 1800. There's constantly people coming in and out of the area. So at least to own should be doable. It's just not a huge metroplex area.
Mhm.
Um, so where to advertise for that is going to be our next question if we end up doing it, because we're pretty sure he's going to go with that one
Okay.
versus like, hey, you could try to lease it yourself, lease to
Yeah.
own. But getting a tenant in there for if he put it with a property manager, he would be losing a lot each month.
Yeah. I think go see if he is interested in doing it for 10 grand and then let's firm the
Okay.
numbers up. But this is fine. Like I think you're a little high on your sale price, but if you got a smaller down payment, you're still making money ahead and you're still cash flowing. So if I could buy it for 10 grand, I would definitely do that deal. Yes.
So you said the sale price was high, but he's got it at 255 for the subject too.
Well,
So
that on the
lower it to
purchase
what
side, no.
on the purchase
So
side?
on the owner finance side, I think your exit might be a little high at 291. I think your exit might be more
Okay.
270 like ish, which shrinks your equity, but I think you're okay by doing that.
Okay.
Yep. So I just want to see
All
if
right.
they're really interested in that 10 grand first.
Most likely he was like, all right, let me take a day to think about it. So um yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's the update on that. And then
Do you
our
think
other
you'll
one
hear?
is still stalled.
No, why?
They still have not gotten a payoff from the mortgage company, even going directly to the seller. The seller has not been able to get a payoff from
Okay.
the mortgage. So we can't get we're like, okay, if we do a DSCR loan, we'll close faster than the cash. Well,
Yep.
we can't do the DSCR without updating the purchase price on an addendum with the contract because we had it by
Okay. Yep.
assumption. So it didn't have a purchase price of the 240 or 140 or whatever the payoff everything is. So yeah,
Okay.
I can't even submit my DSCR loan without that.
I have one
So
right now doing the same thing though. So it happens. I have one right
yeah,
now that a sub two with a 2.25 or something rate that they can't get a payoff on. It's driving me nuts. So
yeah. I'm like, all right, well,
okay. Well, that'll
okay,
work. Just don't lay off them though. Keep, hammering them every day for that.
yeah, yep.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I got.
All right.
Thanks.
Carrie.
So yeah, the do done for you website will show up under upgrade if it's available, under that little lock icon
Oh,
in Cashflow Hunter, because
okay.
that's where it is on mine, just FYI.
Thank
But my
you.
question was with your mailings that you do, you're doing them directly through Cashflow Hunter. Are you using the templated mail outs that they have, or do you customize those yourself?
So I used to use the Yellow Letter HQ because
Oh,
out of Los Angeles, Todd Swaggerty owns it, and he was just a
okay.
buddy of mine, and so that's who like I suggest using. But I get like bulk deals on that. It's not a ton cheaper than the how easy this is right here. And I have to download the list, sort the list, stack the list. Like it's a little bit more cumbersome than it is just clicking a few buttons and sending. Yeah, so
Okay.
if you guys are spending like $1,000 on mail a month, then you might want to look at a third party. If you're not, use the Cashflow Hunter tool to do it. It's way too easy and
And
it's all filtered for you.
yeah, and with the templates of the letters or postcards or whatever that they already have built.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, don't overthink what the card looks like. Just pick one. And then if you feel like you need to change it on the next one. But guys, the thing of it is once you start sending mail, like you never stop sending mail. Like that's the thing. You just send it for the next 5 years in real estate. So that's really it. That's the main thing. Like that's why I want you guys just to start so small because I'm just going to keep building you guys up over time here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey
Great.
Travis, is that the when you send them on a list, is it the cadence automatic or do we have to like set a calendar reminder and it'll like reorder it again for those same people or what do we it's been a long time since I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that
yeah.
training,
Yeah.
so I don't remember.
It's a good question. So like you can set it up as where it'll reoccur like multiple times right there. Um, and it or you can just go in and do one mailing. And so guys, I would do them like I like to do them every month. So I like to send, like say I was sending, but remember I'm sending a little bit bigger of a number. Okay. Like I would send 1,000 postcards and I would drop 250 a week. That way I'm always getting like a little bit of phone calls every week with people. Did I
Okay.
answer it, Amanda?
Yeah, but for 5 times, right? To the same people.
I like to do it. Yeah. I mean, really, honestly, for me, it was six. We always hit them 6 times. Cashflow Hunter tool only lets us set it up for a sequence of five over five
Mhm.
months, right? So you would do it over 5 months. So it'll give you that total down there, right? If it's $1,000, right? That means
Mhm.
it's 1,000, like 250 a month, right? Or
Right.
less, it'd be less than that, I guess, right? Divided by six. So more like
Right. Yeah. Like
170 a month
yeah.
for it. But it's so effective doing that. But I like once a month and then trying to get as little bit of leads as you can. Because when I first started, I didn't know, I never thought that you could just do it. Because it used to be so archaic the way that we had to do it. Like you went to listsource.com, download a list in Excel, it came through all corrupted, and then I would send it to Yellow Letter HQ. There'd be 100 duplicates. Like I'd get hundreds of pieces of mail back because I didn't have the right name. You know how if the name and
Mhm.
address and all that stuff's messed up, it don't land. Um, but it might have been a benefit too because it was so hard to do it. Back then there was just fewer people doing it. But I'll tell you guys what's so crazy and why I want everybody to do mail. I get like a postcard every other week. I have 104 homes and I get a postcard every other week. How? Like literally, how? Like I'm on if anybody's mailing in Augusta, like I should be getting a postcard from them every week. Like, and I don't. I would think that I would get at least 15 or 20. And so this is what I was talking to my team about was like we should consider mailing in Augusta because nobody is um, or we would be getting. I get one from a wholesaler that we just bought a house, like we buy houses from him. So that one made sense. It's Myers Home Buyers, but I don't know where everybody else is because we match everybody's list, right? Absentee, high equity. Now we don't have delinquent tax or any of that stuff, but I only used to hit high equity absentee. That was it. I would hit hundreds of investors, but then I would hit hundreds of homeowners at the same time. I'd try that pre-foreclosure list, Amanda. I
Yeah.
think that's your list. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Greg?
All right, a couple questions. When you were looking at that house in Cashflow Hunter, when you look at the AI section, let me back up. I'm a DFW, right? I've been looking at wholesalers' websites and then pulling up the addresses in Cashflow Hunter. And I've been noticing that the wholesale AI is maybe over 500. Is that just because I'm in a big market and that's how things are? Like there's not much at all in DFW over 600, versus I know in the training they talk about, you'll find that wholesale likely at 1,000, but they still might tell you, no, take me off the list. But as my market has nothing close, is that like common for a big market that the numbers are lower?
Mm, I wouldn't think so, man. I would think for a big market, you would just have more houses at bigger numbers, truthfully. But typically, I believe, Carrie, let me know if you remember this differently, but I thought Jenna used to tell us 600 and above was kind of like the hot list.
Yeah, and if you can find the higher the better, right? She said it's like if you're going for really great stuff, try to find the 900 and up. But I think it all depends on the market because I did the same thing kind of in my local market down here in Houston, and there's hardly anything over about 700. So the actual little fire icon shows up at 500 and above. So to me, it's great if you can find some of those markets that have the 800, the 900 and up. And like I've seen them. So like I think if you hit like Jacksonville, Florida, it she pulled it up on an example one time and it had multiple that had wholesale AI numbers of above 900 and she's like those are the ones you need to go for. Go for them now, right? But it
Greg,
all depends on the market itself
are
and
you
what's
going
going
to
on in the
wholesale?
market.
Is that what you want to do?
I I've just been looking I've been looking at like my market and I've been trying to see where are the wholesale houses, and then just looking it up in Cashflow Hunter to be more familiar in Cashflow Hunter, right? Like
Oh,
that's
okay. Okay.
that's what I'm doing. But like I said, I've just noticed I don't think I've ever seen anything above 550. The last one I looked at was like 470 and it was on the wholesale list. Like it was already up for sale by a wholesaler. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just pulled up Augusta and look at all. I got thousands
Yeah.
right
All
here
right.
out of the
When
gate. But
can you do this
I
again?
was
Thousands? Oh, I've
yeah.
never seen 1,000 one.
I was asking in case somebody wants to wholesale me a deal, please go to Augusta and buy a bunch of houses. So we'll buy them from you, I promise. So uh,
Um,
you
when
guys could
when
literally,
you
because Greg, you got the top file, man. I mean, you could literally just boop and direct mail this if you wanted to.
Yeah. When you did that before, you removed duplicates. So you did that pretty quick. How did you remove duplicates when you were doing the mail?
It auto does them. This system auto
Oh,
does.
okay.
No action needed on your end, man. It scrubs them, so it scrubs the list, removes duplicates. You'll never, even on future lists, it'll let you know before you hit duplicates. That's why you guys are hearing me say, like, if any of you had a bunch of experience mailing in direct mail houses, like some of them have gotten really good now, but a lot of them they don't care. They'll take your list, they send you a bill, and mail it. They don't care if you send the same person 100 postcards.
It's your money.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Well,
don't
it's their
care.
money then.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, guys, I would love, you guys are more than welcome to be in my markets. I'm telling you, like this, I am in love with Augusta because these price points are just incredible. Like, look at this home. We'll buy it. Looks, look at the rent, 14 to 1700, and it's worth the ARV is 174. That works all day. And it's upside down equity right now. Like, tell me that's not ready for sub two. Like, that's incredible. This one up here is absentee owned, investor owned, cash buyer. It's pre foreclosure. Like, that's ready to go for you. So good rents, like 30904, that's a hit or miss zip code. 30906, very good zip code. Retail there. It's in pre foreclosure. Rents are through the roof on it. I mean, that would be a sub two deal all day, ready to go. So there's their information. Potentially, you guys know how skip tracing is. Sometimes it's incredible, sometimes it's terrible. And their interest rate is pretty standard for 2023. Too bad it wasn't this one. Cool. Okay. Was that helpful on the Cash Flow Hunter tool today, guys? That was like kind of an elementary intro, but I wanted to make it to where it could be feasible for people. Because remember, like a lot of when people join, they don't have a marketing budget, but most of us have $50 or we can figure out how to make $50 to be able to mail it. And I'm going to show you guys some more strategies later this week on free marketing. Kind of. It's still going to cost a little bit, but basically free. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Get a hold of me if you guys need anything. See y'all.
Thanks, Travis.
My pleasure.